This is Wen Lee coming to you from Fate of the Empress, and today I'm coming at you with some tips about later game loot, which may save you money, which is nice, and also may help you understand Honor Realm slightly better and Talent Show slightly better. So let's talk about it. One thing is that once your Talent Show is unlocked, and I have a whole video just on Talent Show and why it's worth it to even bother. So if you are interested in that or don't understand it, please check that video out. But let's talk about what it does. So one of the things that it does is it unlocks in rank quests. Let's see if I can get it. Here we go. It unlocks these bamboo slips that start showing up in your rank quest. So that is a really good thing. The other thing that is you're going to notice as you get farther in game and you have more people on server with higher might, so your overall average is increased, and also there's one particular player with a higher might, is you'll notice that your honor realm will change over time. So this influences things like Guild Coliseum loot and what those loots are. It influences things like Clan Wars loot and what that loot is. So don't just think Honor Realm is someplace where big might players or whoever wins that event gets a brag and you click like and you're done, right? There's actually quite a bit more to it, and a lot of that is things that benefit everyone on the server. So even though it may feel, when you're a small might player or a free-to-play player, it may feel like Honor Realm is just for the birds, it's actually for everyone with the way Fote set it up because of these rewards. So the more often you win and the better position the person on your server who places first in your Honor Realm does, then the better loot that you get out of these boxes, and also the bonus when you participate in the event. So for instance, Leanie put together a team, I joined, and we played team comp last week, and then when we do team comp again next week, we will get a bonus reward for participating that is based on how well the winner did last week. So not only do you get rewards for just participating in the event, but you also get rewards for the person who did well in the event on your server. So this can be pretty important for you to understand, because hitting this like button may feel irritating to people who don't really understand this, but it's actually really a decent and free-to-play friendly system in Honor Realm. So I encourage everyone to participate. Likes for loot is my motto for this, and it is definitely nice to get these loot drops. I know for Clan or Guild Coliseum, one of the loot drops at the end is this Constellation Shard Pack, which has, I'll show you because I can't remember the name right this second. It has these as an option, Starstones, which are incredibly hard to find anywhere, even for ingots or jade. They're hard to find and hard to get. So unless you want to pay cash for them, this is a great way to get them. So having someone who participates in Guild Coliseum and does well is pretty important. So likes for loot, participate in your events even when it's not particularly fun. If you're free and available, like, stop in and participate for a few minutes, because you get participation loot and also Honor Realm loot just for participating. All right, that's my plug for Honor Realm and the loot that comes from it. The side effect of Honor Realm is this Realm Fate, which gets leveled up based on your personal server's maximum, biggest player's might here, server personal. and Cleopatra is higher than 40 million. And then server average is 9 million, which is an average of all the players divided up, all the active players at least, divided up. So that's important to know because that changes what is available in this Honor or Realm Trove shop, which, by the way, you can get to also from the regular shop. It's in the Exquisite Shop tab. So there's two ways to get there. Of course, there's going to be the, regular cautionary tales of, maybe this isn't the best deal for ripe ginseng, even though it's a better deal, because you can get that in Cascade sometimes for like 300 ingots a ginseng, or even flash sales have it cheaper. This looks like it's a Supreme Spirit box, open to choose from Lotus Lantern Spirit, Mystical Compass, Trice Glow, etc. So it's a relics box for, those relic spirits that you need to upgrade. I mean, I don't know how many are in each pack, but that might be something that interests some people. What interests me the most, though, is pet bait. If you are really pushing for a dream garden and you're hoarding pet bait, like buying an occasional 50 ingot pet bait might be something you're interested in. They also have mature ginseng and bamboo slips at 25% off here, which I feel is a pretty good deal. And fluorite, instead of being for jade, it's for ingots, and it's only 30. So that's what makes it a lot easier for you to refine your stuff if you need to do it in a hurry. Of course, you can always just wait and collect chests and do other activities to collect your fluorite, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I highly encourage a combination or one or the other or both. So that's my take on it. All right, guys, so later in game, loot changes even for events like Guild Coliseum. So back at the very beginning, Guild Coliseum loot was like very basic quartzes, like maybe like level 1, level 2 quartzes. And now it's level 4, which is much nicer. And these big moonstone packs come also, and so this is your guild's loot rewards for the participation in Guild Coliseum. And, even Fabled and specialty weapons and treasures and stuff are available. So I would definitely say that participating in Guild Coliseum can give you a lot of good loot, even if it's not particularly fun. Which sometimes it's not. Like, sometimes there are players who are not very nice and, like to do things that are really frustrating, like spawn camp the Kylan or spawn camp the safe zone, things like that. So I understand if you run into some frustration, but ultimately you're trying to get loot to build your team. So if you can be a duck and let those things run off your back about it, then do so. I encourage you to continue to participate in events as long as it's not causing you undue stress, because stress is not good for your health. But if you can just be it's chill and zen about it and just go for the loot, then hey, that's great, and you're gonna get ahead that way. So that's my advice about later game loot. I have another video that's all about where to find the free loot, and worshiping in Peak is still there, so don't forget about that. Occasionally it gives you really nice stuff like blaze designs. So all right, guys, I'm gonna stop rambling and get back to my day. I hope you guys have a great day. If you have questions, comments, you know where to put them. Feel free to like, subscribe, and also share my videos if you find them helpful. I'm definitely not trying to hide this channel at all. The whole reason I started it, and I've said this before, the whole reason I started is because I was totally lost as a player when I first started, and there were not many resources. And even though Neverland is like really a great resource, and I highly encourage everyone to check out Neverland, they're sort of more advanced. So the things that they talk about are more the back end stuff and like hero stats, and like it's just more advanced, and it's often hard to understand because if you're a player who doesn't understand the basic context, then it's a little harder. So I developed this channel as like Foat Elementary to explain the context of everything, and I hope people find Neverland for like more specialized information and more advanced information, because that's sort of why I did this, as a sort of a bridge the gap measure. All right, guys, thanks everybody, and have a great day. Help each other out if you get a chance.